Hello everybody, my name is Jax and welcome to my channel. So I'm back. I've been away for quite a long time actually, but I have got many excuses to explain my absence. Right, so to start with, I've been a very ill. Actually, let's not say very ill. I'll say I've been very ill. Saying I'm very ill is a bit unfair to people that are very ill. So I was quite ill, let's just put it that way. Also, I've been like locked out of my YouTube account. That was pretty much the sole reason why I've not been able to upload, is because I've been locked out my account and I was using an old phone and I couldn't go through the two-step, and I sorted it out. Well, actually, my brother sorted it out. He did some nice little trickery and got me back into my account. Well, I'm not going to say they did anything untowards. It was all legal and above board, but yeah, he got my account back. What I've been doing is I was working on a few different games and I updated to 5.6 and it's just busted all my controller support. So I can't control it with the controller anymore. So that was something I was trying to work out for ages. Updated to 5.6 and it doesn't work anymore. So I need to try and get that sorted, because I've got like two, maybe three fully finished games that I just don't have controller support for. And once I've got controller support for them, I can finalize them as a game. I don't want to put a game out that you can only use keyboard and mouse for. So I just need to get that sorted. So that's something that's really doing my head in, a lot doing my head in. So what I've been doing is I've been messing around with these little few characters, right? So yeah, I've got this little character and you've got a little laser gun. You've also got a little sidearm and you can slap a bitch. Bang. And if these guys punch you, whack, they'll whack you across the thing. Also, what I've been doing, because I've got a load of new equipment that was solely for sound. Oh, that was another thing that I've been doing all this long period of time when I've been missing, is I've been working on sound effects, and I've really learned how to use Ableton Live and stuff. So now when it comes to making sound effects, I can be a lot more precise with the sounds that I want. So what I'm trying to do for this particular project is have like a kind of high tech, like a high def kind of like 8-bit sound. So I know that's kind of country. I know that's quite country, that like having an 8-bit high def sound. But what I mean is I'm mixing like high definition sounds with the old sort of like lo-fi type sound effects. So like with this sort of like gun blast, got like sort of a chewed up sort of 8-bit sound, but the footsteps are kind of like high def, and like the laser beam is kind of got like a high definition sound, but with a kind of like an 8-bit sort of distortion over it. So basically what I'm saying is that I can really mess around with them, tweak them up to exactly how I want them. So even like with these footsteps, I've created these footsteps myself. I haven't had to like download any sample packs or anything. I made them myself and I quite like them. And then like the baddies have got like a really heavy sort of bassy footstep. So yeah, so I'm happy about that. Oh yeah, and I've gone a little bit back to the drawing board again, because what I really want to do, this is the main reason why I started game design in the first place, is because I want to make a multiplayer first person shooter. And I know first person shooters are a little bit played out a little bit, but that's my favorite game style, multiplayer in particular, so where it's more like a sport. So I wanted to make a first person shooter that's like a sport that you can be skilled at, and there'll be like a high ceiling gap. So that's what I really want to do in a game. I know that when it comes to multiplayer games, they really need to be efficient. So you need everything to sort of be like low poly. You can't have like loads of topology and everything. So what I've been working on is like normal maps and stuff like that. So I created this first person glove hand, which looks kind of detailed, but that's all normal maps and textures. Is actually a really low poly hand which looks detailed. So I'm going to be working more on my normal map skills in this little project I'm working on here. I'm trying to work on normal maps and stuff and low poly stuff, and trying to keep everything as low topology as possible. And my coding is getting a lot better now, so I'm more efficient with my coding. I'm not like using event ticks all over the place. I'm using like small functions and small custom events, and they're not casting everywhere. And so yeah, my coding is getting a lot more efficient. My asset design is getting a lot more efficient. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I've been doing in the last month or so that I've been away. But there is a game jam that's today, starts today at 7 p.m. It's the Epic Mega Jam Game Jam, and that's a 7-day competition. And the last time I joined that, it was extremely hard work. I was up at like 5 in the morning, working till like 9, 10 at night, getting straight back up the next morning, doing it again 5 till 10. And then the last day I was up at like 5 in the morning, finished right up to the deadline when it could be submitted. So I think it was like the deadline was like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock at night or something. But yeah, or it could have even been 11 or 12. I don't remember, but I remember that on the last day I was up very early, and I was working on it all the way right up to the end of the deadline, right up to near to the deadline. But yeah, so I might join that game jam, but that does start tonight. So that's going to be the next 7 days, going to be hard work again. But I'm a little bit more prepared now for it. I know what they expect. That's about it, guys. But thanks for sticking with me. I'm actually up to about 414 or 413 subscribers. So thanks a lot to every single one of you subscribers. Thanks a lot. When I thought I lost my account the other day, I was like, oh no. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Oh yeah, let me just show you this. I showed you the punch, didn't I? I like the punch on this guy. His hand heats up. Bang! Yeah, bitch. And then just slap a bitch. Where it says slap like that, I'm going to make it better than that. I think this is just going to be a little one-player sort of swarm type game where all the enemies come after you and they're just sort of chasing you around, and then you have to sort of get to a little checkpoint, tick the checkpoint, get to another checkpoint, and then you've got all different types of enemies coming after you. Them big hefty guys, they're just going to be little idiot bots that try and punch you. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.